Hello everyone, welcome back to Bromium Show Trivia. We are doing another logic puzzle. This is a Super Smash Brothers murder mystery. Also, please bear with us because our internet is horrendous right now. Don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget, Jack.
Smash your foot.
Ouch. Okay, so this is another logic quiz, and how this is going to work is there are victims, there's a murderer, and there are like accomplices, I think. But we're gonna get started with Mario. And also, if you guys don't know how logic puzzles work, basically, you're gonna get a clue up here. That clue is going to tell you about the role of some of these other characters: King DDD, Luigi, Samus, Wolf, Wario, Roy, Pac-Man. And you're trying to figure out who the murderer is, and honestly, who everybody is. And according to them, it's relatively easy. So let's just get started. So we got Mario was a bystander. The center is a victim. So Fox is a victim. Okay, it's just, you just type the first letter. Okay, so adjacent, above, and below me are bystanders. Okay, so Falco and Captain Falcon are bystanders. So Falco, bystander, I'm standing directly over a victim. This might be the easiest logic puzzle we've ever done. And yes, I am jinxing us, but this isn't even like slightly difficult. I was expecting like, this Nintendo character was released in 1988.
There is one accomplice in each column.
Okay, so, and I always struggle with this. What's a row and what's a column? It changes. I'm standing directly over a victim. So, Wolf, don't stand over a victim. Friggin' Falco, they're just... He's like, pretty sure he's a member of your team, too. Victim. The bottom right corner is an accomplice. Okay, right now, go into the comment section. Does anybody like Wario? Okay, honestly.
Well, that deals with that one in that column.
Yes. Wah! I'm surrounded by bystanders. Mega Man is definitely not a bystander. The man literally walks around with a cannon on his hand, okay? Don't start with me. There are 3 bystanders in the top left to bottom right diagonal. So, this right here has 3 bystanders. Bystander, it's the last 2. How's Link a bystander? They're gonna tell me Bowser was a victim? You know, like the giant dragon dinosaur, whatever he is. Okay, he's a turtle.
Is he a giant turtle?
Yeah, turtle. Who knows? So this is a bystander, and sure, is a bystander. The murderer is adjacent to an accomplice. Well, Wario's safe. The second, third, and fifth row have 2 victims each. Row?
Yeah, pretty sure that's row.
So DDD and Meta Knight are how are they victims? Like, Kirby's the murderer.
Well, that one.
This one says there are 3 bystanders in the top left to bottom right diagonal.
Is adjacent to an accomplice. Right now, I only have 1.
Right now, this is a bystander.
Yeah.
So it's just Link's a bystander. And the rows with 2 victims, the victims are adjacent. So the rows with 2 victims. I don't know where that. I mean, victim. You know, or oh wait, no, this is 2 victims right here. We figured that out, right?
I'm pretty certain that's what you said.
My brain hurts.
The second, third, and fifth rows have 2 victims.
Oh yeah, okay. So no, second, third, and fifth row have 2 victims. This is the 4th row. What am I talking about? So then this has to be a victim because they said the rows with 2 victims have to be adjacent. So this is a victim. The first row has 2 adjacent bystanders. So first row, so bystander.
Well, does that mean that means the top row has 2 bystanders in it, right?
Yes.
So, so you'd think it'd be
Zelda. Okay, let's. This is the problem with these logic quizzes, and the reason why when Ray's not here, our brains hurt. We only have 2 people. My brain can't move this fast. Okay.
Sure it's Zelda.
Hold on. Wario's done. There are 3 bystanders in the top left to bottom right diagonal. Done. Second, third, and fifth row have 2 victims each. That's done. We don't know about that yet. Well, actually, hold on. Murderer is adjacent to an accomplice. Doesn't matter right now. I don't. We even gotten. Well, we have an accomplice. One accomplice right now. The bottom right corner is an accomplice. I'm standing over a victim. Adjacent, above and below me are bystanders. There's one accomplice in each column. Oh, that's an accomplice.
Yes.
Okay, so Ridley is an accomplice. There is one accomplice in each row. None are adjacent to another. So this can't have another adjacent in it, or another accomplice in it. This can't have another accomplice in it. But if there is an accomplice in this row, but it can't be Donkey Kong.
And then there's an accomplice in each column.
Yeah. So it can't be Donkey Kong though. So it'd have to be either Pac-Man or Bowser. You'd think it's Bowser, but I'm not. We're not judging based off names here.
There's one accomplice in each row and each column, but none of them are adjacent to another.
Yeah. In the rows with two victims, the rows are adjacent. Or no, the victims are adjacent. So, what did we say about Zelda? They were probably a bystander?
Yeah.
Who said that? Was that you?
I think it was you, actually. I just agreed.
Let's restart it. We're going to restart this. Let's try to remember where we were. So, victim, bystander, accomplice, bystander. We're going to do
bring back a paper for these. That way we can write down
it's really hard, honestly. Bystander, I already forgot all of them.
Yeah, so
accomplice, bystander. Accomplice. Victim. Bystander. It was the same as a bystander. Ah. Okay, you know what? Hold on a moment, everybody, okay? I'm the only one that edits the videos or does most of the stuff with things. I'm also the only one that writes things down.
It's just confusing because how much information they chuck at you. I'm pretty certain with the one information they give you, I'm pretty certain you can determine who the accomplices are in the rows and the columns.
Well, the problem is what was Link? Was Link a bystander? Yeah, I think Link was a bystander.
Yeah, I think so.
So, bystander. Okay. Victim. Bystander, accomplice. Bystander. Victim. Okay. The other problem with these quizzes is that, like, it's too early. Okay, so we got Wario. He's good. There are 3 bystanders in the top left. Okay, that's done. The second, third, and fifth rows have 2 victims each. Oh, so Samus was a victim, because we said it had to be... Yeah. So, let me put that down. The first row has 2 adjacent bystanders. Didn't we say...
Zelda, I think we said was a bystander.
And it was wrong. But the first row has to have 2 adjacent bystanders. Does
that mean that Ike and Marth are both bystanders?
Well, that's my problem. Or are they saying that they've already got 2 adjacent bystanders, technically?
But then they say it'd be in row 1?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm like, People need to stop calling adjacent diagonal, because it's not technically adjacent. That's not adjacent, that's diagonal. There's a reason there's 2 different terms for it. Want to try Ike?
Sure.
That's some good information. So, bystander. Also, for people who are getting angry with us because we don't finish the quizzes to 100%, this channel is entirely about learning. I can look up the answers to anything on the internet. Okay? It's very simplistic.
So Zelda then's a victim, wouldn't she be?
Because every row has to have...
Well, there's already an accomplice and bystanders up there. Isn't the only other one murderer and victim? Murderer and victim.
Well, yeah, but how do we...
Actually, she could be the murderer.
Yeah, how do... Well, yeah, because it said the murderer has to be near an accomplice. The first row has 2 adjacent bystanders. That's done. In the rows with 2 victims, the victims are adjacent. Doesn't help us at all. The center's a victim. There's 1 accomplice in each column. There's 1 accomplice in each row. We've already got the accomplice in each row done. The bottom right, murderers adjacent to the accomplice. The second, third, and fifth row have 2 victims each. that doesn't help us right now. There are right no. Oh no, because the victim could be, the victim could be Bowser. Oh, my brain. There's one accomplice in each row, none are adjacent. Okay, so here's the problem. So, oh no, none are adjacent to another. So this couldn't be the accomplice. No, it could be the accomplice.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the outside, so it would have to be because Ridley's directly in the middle.
So then this is the accomplice?
Well, it's either Bowser or Pac-Man.
But we know this can't be. This has to be a victim. Because it's got to have 2 victims in this column.
I guess.
We know one of these has to be an accomplice, but they can't be adjacent to one another. So this has to be a victim because there's supposed to be 2 victims in this row.
I guess you can try it.
The murderer is not in the same row as his adjacent accomplice. That could be helpful. The murderer is not in the same row as his adjacent accomplice. So, can't be in the same row. But it has to be adjacent to them. So, probably what, like accomplice murderer? Is Peach the murderer?
We'll do that or Zelda.
Well, no, because it can't be adjacent to that's in his same column.
Yeah, as the murderer. If Bowser's the murderer, it could be Zelda. No, if Bowser's the accomplice, it could be Zelda or Peach.
Wouldn't that be adjacent to the accomplice up here?
Yeah.
So
it's Pac-Man.
Of course. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do Bowser murderer or no Bowser accomplice then?
Sure, I don't think it's gonna be right.
It's not gonna be right. Okay. The murderer is in this column. It's Kirby, isn't it? Don't start with me. So it's in this column, which it better not be Luigi. I'll lose all of my brain cells if it's Luigi. Okay, so murderer's in this column. This has to be a victim. There are 8 victims in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's supposed to be another victim in this one. In the rows with 2 victims, the victims are adjacent.
So it's either Peach or
King K. Rool. The murderer can't be here now because this is an accomplice. I'll just do Luigi murderer just to see if it's him. Sure. This will be the end of the video because at this point my brain's literally killing me. What our plans are for the channel, just to let everybody know who's made it to this point, we're going to do these quizzes once and we're probably going to come back to them at some point in the future and try to get 100% on them. We might actually do just live streams once we're able to do live streams, but it was Luigi. That's it. Video's over. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I know we ended it early. This is why, okay? I could have thrown murderer on Luigi at the start of the quiz and probably gotten it right.
Yeah.
Okay? Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have an absolutely wonderful day, everyone. Bye.